Greetings, everybody, and welcome to a new offensive set here that we're going to be throwing in. This is going to translate to small field, sixes, even boomerang, but this is going to be specifically for our upcoming 10 on 10. Okay, this is just always really a two-man action with all six guys involved, and where we want to take advantage of going from strong side to weak side, okay, where the ball's over here, this is strong side, weak side, we want to attack the back side, okay? And since all of our middies are right-handed, the vast majority of these 22 sweep dodges, okay, are going to be, generated, from here going across here. That's not to say we can't get a lefty dodge. Our lone lefty Kyle can come up. Or you can even just generate some offense. Again, this is the big thing about 22. Dodging mid generates offense. Dodging mid doesn't have to shoot. Okay, they certainly can look. That's that's option one, right? Okay, but this is about getting the offense moving. Okay, so it's a 22. It stands for a 2-2-2. Okay, so we've got a midi up here, right? Okay, mid down here. Okay, and then our attack here, okay? I got these guys a little bit low. I can move them up a little bit. But, all right, so there's our 2-2-2, all right? So this is what happens, if this is the bench over here, okay? Especially when we have this option, when we're coming out of the bench and going this direction with a strong righty, okay? For the guys who've been this week at our optional training, you guys know this pretty well now because that's pretty much all we did. All right. And for the guys who missed, no big deal. Just pay attention, start envisioning this and be ready to do it on Saturday and Sunday this weekend. Okay. But anyways, 2-2-2. All right. We want to make sure we're going to move the ball. So let's just say we get a guy coming off and subbing and this midi steps on. Okay. He steps on and he's just like, hey, we're going to know, or more importantly, it's a midi coming out of there that we know can dodge with a high rate of speed, and we want to stay high. And again, notice where we're at. We're well above the restraining line, between the midline, okay? We got our spacing, okay, because we want all this space to attack, okay? So the ball's back here. These guys could be playing catch. It doesn't matter. And as soon as we're ready, right, we're 22, we're getting our subs on, we're getting a dodger we want with the ball, all right? That ball can go down the sideline. Like I said, the attack can toss it back and forth a time or two while we're subbing, but then we're looking to attack, okay? And so the ball comes through here and it's going to come up ball side. Why? Again, if the ball is over here, now this is officially called the strong side. All right. The best time to attack the weak side, right, is from the strong side going over here, because now all the defense is going to be pushing this way. The ball's back here, back right. We swing it up top here. Okay. And this guy catches it with a head of steam. That's one thing we stressed this week. So you guys that didn't make it, okay, it's not just like, hey, run in here, catch it, and then dodge, right? We don't do it here. We're well outside the restraining line. We catch it, and this guy's going to throw the ball where we want him to catch it. Not where he's at, but throw it up here 5 or 10 yards in front of him. He catches it on the move, and then we dodge, okay? And as soon as this ball's in the air, we can see this. We're yelling 22. This guy's coming down here, and this guy's just kind of slowly leaking out as he dodges through, okay? So as he's dodging through, notice we come right across this sweep. It's kind of like a shape of a banana, right? We want to get through here, all right? And then this guy wiggles out. He's now out of the way. All right, let me grab my little eraser here, okay? And this attackman here is more or less kind of setting a screen, drawing some action, and he's going to feed off whatever this midi does and whatever his man does, okay? Likely, this slide is going to come from here, okay? So if this midi leaks up here, he just kind of fades a little bit into this area, right? Creates this space, okay? So we have a shot. So that's one right here, right? We get into this shot. There's one as a shot, okay? Okay, doesn't have to be, all right? 2, you've got multiple options here, and this is going to obviously almost always going to be Kyle, our only lefty, all right? And we can bang it right down to here, and what do we have? It's a pass down, pick down. So we can get right through here, pass it, don't fade out, right? But rather continue into here, and then Kyle can redodge, or if he doesn't feel like he's got it, he can swing it through X, and we can dodge, okay? But anyway, this guy is dodging and he decides to shoot or pass, he's leaking out. So he's got to look there, right? So we've got pass, or even this little attackman right here. If this guy comes up, if this defenseman slides, that attackman's going to be open a lot, okay? This guy's responsible for backup for the time being when the ball is still up here. But if we do catch it and we sling it through X, now this guy can redodge. And we've got this now midi is back up here, right? This guy is down here, but then he can just kind of work his way back up into this space. and we can go back into it. We can work backside dodge, make it a 2-on-1. All right. You know how we like to reverse the ball as often as we can in attack. There's your option. Okay. So again, dodging mid generates offense. Dodging mid doesn't necessarily shoot. Sure. Option number 1 is shot. Okay. But then you've got 2 is pass, and you've got multiple options. Okay. And so I'm going to go through those options really quickly again without all these lines so you guys can see it. Okay. 1 second. That'd be perfect. Okay, so we've got A's, M, okay, M here. All right, so again, this guy catches it. We go from ball side. We don't want to throw it here and then dodge, right? Because this is what we want to do. The ball, the defense, if the ball's here, we swing it here, all the defense is just starting to get into the middle. By us going through X at any time, right, during a substitution, and we throw it up the same side, that's when we go opposite. Okay. So again, that ball comes up here. He starts to dodge. As he's starting to dodge, this guy is already getting in. Okay. So he should already be kind of down in this area. All right. And then this midi can kind of, loop around here and pops up. This midi can replace and even show right here. Right. And he's dodging. So he's got to look to shot. He can feed down here to our lefty attackman. He can look for the crease. He can look opposite here for this guy. This guy's going to be open a lot, okay? This guy's going to be sneaking in backside. He's still responsible for backing up the goal, but this is even a potential through pass. Probably last option, right? But it's still there. So we got to see the field and make sure that we know what we're doing, okay? And again, one of the best looks we'll get is, Kyle here, and on the other side in a minute, we'll talk about the lefty dodge. Okay, these 2 attackmen really can see the most, right? So if we throw that ball down to here, we can decide, he's deciding quickly, do I want to dodge or do I want to immediately throw the ball backside? Okay, so dodge, if you don't shoot it, pass it down, or if you pass it across. But if we go here, okay, Kyle in this position or any of our righty attackmen are going to be over here. You're going to come down here, get that ball, and then immediately dodge backside. Okay, so it's continually fluid. And anytime we don't have anything, what do? We pull it out, right? I mean, Kyle could get it right here and not see something, or he's getting pressure. He just backs out, right? Or we throw it here, and then we can even do it again with another midi that rides up here, okay? So, but this is going to be a great offense, 1, to generate more work from our midfielders, and then 2, making sure when we're doing this on the fly. So your middies, okay? And we'll designate you guys kind of in the games and stuff like that. But as you step on the field here, right, don't just go sprinting right into the mix. Stay up here. Hey, we're yelling 22. Stay up here, right? Stay right up here. Again, well outside the box, more or less halfway, like end of the wing line here is a good marker, all right? Get to that end of that wing line, and that's a good spot to get the ball and go hard, all right? Real quickly, from the other side, we got this, okay? And then if we're going to dodge now righty, yes, and we have some guys that can dodge lefty. You don't necessarily have to shoot to score, but we want to stay balanced. And so the bench is now maybe over here. So now the guy steps on. We got a mid. So here's our 2-2-2, our 22, right? This guy gets it. The ball now is coming back here, through here, and now goes up this ball side, catches it, and we, again, around here. And again, this banana, okay, staying high and going around is important. Don't go down the alley, then try to back up and around, okay? As this guy's going through, he's getting through, he's leaking back outside. He can show, okay, and we've got to look for a shot. We can feed backside, which is going to be kind of a tough throw for our non-lefties, okay? So that's probably not the best look, but if we just go down here, hill here, and just make a singular pass right here, and this guy continues to get through, we're going to have good looks here from our righty attackman. Okay, so that's it. That's our 22. Dodging dodging midfielder. Dodging midfielder generates offense, and I just need everybody to kind of have a good idea what this looks like. Okay. Any questions? See me at practice.